Welcome everybody to the Paletteful pack of today. I need a pair of scissors or something to crack this bad boy open. Oh my god! Can I just like kind of peel it maybe? Yeah, let's just peel it. I always wait to open them on camera just so I can get my first reaction. I never have any idea what's in these things. So let's see. Alright. There we go. Opens nicely. Oh, it's Christmas themed. That's so cute. Okay. We gotta cut into Christmas confetti. Okay. Hey, Papa. Papa, do you want some confetti? Okay. Let's see what we have. We have the menu. Not gonna look at it. I have the petite pack. Ooh. Although it does say we have a prompt list this year. So let's see. December 2018 prompt list. Week 1, tree. Week 2, joy. Week 3, gift. And week 4, relax. Cute. Hashtag it with Paletteful pack prompt posted to social media. Alright, well we kind of missed week 1 and we're on week 2 because Paletteful pack sent out a message saying that there was a problem and they were going to delay, so that's why it's here today. But let's see. We have, yes! Okay, I need a new water brush because I have really cheap and crappy ones, and actually one of them clogged up recently, so it's permanently out of commission. So I'm stoked to have a new water brush. Let's see. Medium brush, okay, sweet. Art Advantage combined watercolor and washable inks. Got it. Squeeze, point brow, okay, so it's just a classic watercolor brush, no. Let's crack this bad boy open because I want to see. I got actually a set of 3 water brushes for Christmas last year. Yes, sweetheart. Come here. It's okay, come here. Sorry, he's kind of sad today. I don't know why. This one looks very technical. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so it forms, it's got a proper tip. There's no, no like loose fibers or anything, which is nice. I'm a little worried the screw doesn't go all the way, because with mine, when you squeeze them, ooh, it's got a squeezing chamber instead of squeezing the whole bottle, which might be helpful. But my one drips a lot out of here, so instead of all the water going to the tip, it kind of just comes out here. So I hope that this one won't do that. I pray to the gods of everything, and oh my god! We have Derwent colored pencils! We have Yellow Sun, Ink Tints. Oh, are these like the watercolor ones? Green and yellow. Well, thank God we got green for my hair, but sadly I didn't get red, because as we all know, I'm doing Ornember. And I've been doing sets of little red ornaments. I'm gonna guess whatever the full, I'll have to go wait until DrawingWiffWaffles does her unboxing, because she gets the full size packs every year. So, or every month. And I only get the petite packs. I actually want to upgrade, but I have to find the money and time. But this is cute. They're very bright colors. They're much brighter on the cores than they are on the sample backs. So yeah, my art teacher uses these and they're super nice. I've been really into watercolor pencils because I can take them excuse me, I'm sorry, I have such bad speech problems, but you can just take them to class, you can throw them in your bag because the cores don't get damaged, and these ones are really thick and nice, so that's cool. And then water pens are they're a blessing to take to class because you just put them in. I remember my teacher thought it was like a really smart way to like sneak stuff into school, like not school appropriate drinks. She thought it was a flask. And I was like, no, unless you want me to sneak some H2O in, that's all you're sneaking in with this. Crayons? So 6 crayons. Obviously these are Christmas colors, and then the rest is like winter colors. I wonder what these are. The menu probably says it. Also, I don't know why Rin calls it the menu, because it's just, I don't even think on Scrawler Box it calls it a menu. I think that's only the Art Snacks box, but this I've heard is good. This is the Faber-Castell. I see these at Barnes & Noble all the time, and they're super, super cool. Ooh, Mama likes a thick nib. Okay. Medium. I hope this is good. And we have another, this is kind of like bringing back everything from like, because this is from like, okay, so if you guys have ever watched my whole Paletteful pack series, this is kind of like a flashback to like the first box I ever opened. This is the second, a flashback to the first. And then this is just watercolor stuff, but let's see. Ah, sweet, okay. So with the Pentelic, I have a hit or miss with the company, because the last time Paletteful pack was whoa. It's an accordion, oh that's so cute. No backing though, interesting. Does that mean, oh, and that means it lays flat. Finally, thank you Pentelic for actually laying flat, but I had a problem with the Pentelic pens they gave us last time. They dried out really quickly, and the nibs disintegrated pretty fast, and I did not do a lot of work with them. And I expect my micron style pens to last a little longer than half an artwork piece. So yeah. But this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I love the accordion, and this is like really thick paper. It's pretty smooth, but this is so cute. This is so nice. Like just the long accordion. And I think this would actually be easy to like replicate, because I think they sell rolls of watercolor paper on Amazon. I'll have to check. Or mixed media paper. And you could totally recreate this. But this is so nice. Alright, so it's kind of a bit of a smaller box, this half. Yeah, a Acorn Artist Journal. Perfect for painting. Paranoid? Oh, panoramic scenes and uninterrupted creations. So we have this. It's obvious that we have this. Like, it's obvious, like, we know what we're doing. But I have no idea what these are, since this is coming from an listed box. So let's actually look at what it is. Water-soluble oil pesto. That's a real fancy name. That's a real fancy name for something that's coming out of a loose package, for sure. You're f***ing me right now. I'm gonna bleep that out, but you're f***ing me. $12 US for this? There's no way that this is $12. What in God's name? $12 US for this. Okay, this I can understand being 12, even though it's small. It's got quite a few pages, and I'm guessing you could make it double-sided. But this I understand being $12. Paper, especially watercolor paper, kind of gets expensive. But I think you can find cheaper individual paper, to be honest. Still kind of pricey, but it's 140 pounds, so it's 140 pounds, acid-free, all artist papers acid-free. Small sizes, big scope, 10 panels. Allows you to create individual sketches or one long panoramic one. Okay, so this allows it so that you can flatten it out and do one very long illustration. And technically, depending on how you use your watercolors, you could do double-sided ones. You could do it on both sides. But, now what's next? Art Advantage. This is $6. I think I paid $6 for the set of 3, but obviously they were really crappy quality. So I hope that this is a nice $6 pen. I mean, it holds much more water. It looks nice. Yeah, please do well. Although I can't believe $12? Okay, I'll read it, fine. Neo Watercolor 2 water-soluble oil pastels are entirely developed and crafted in the Acaron de Archer shops. I'm butchering it. According to the highest quality standards, the velvety texture and high pigment concentration with superior cover quality, luminous colors, and excellent light resistance. They can be used in all forms of creativity, ranging from drawing on wet medium and wet material. Retail value $12.53. So for rounding up, this thing costs $13. There's not even pretty packaging. Like, you'd expect something like this to have like nice packaging, because really it kind of looks like those crayons that you get thrown at a little higher end restaurant than an Applebee's or a Chili's. Like, they give you your own set of crayons, guys. Yeah. Oh, hi, Bubba. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, he just climbed underneath the desk. There's a hole in the middle of this desk. So right now, there's a cat underneath you. Or a cat underneath me. But still. And then we have the Derwent Inkscape pencils in two kind of weird colors. This is like the same complaint I have again with the previous month with the acrylic paints, because it looks like they randomize it, so there's not like, you know, like you can have any color combination, but I think there should just be like a little bit of quality control with the colors picked. But then again, that's me being really picky. I mean, I like a good solid primary yellow and like a sun yellow. And yeah, I like a good green field, but I would like maybe like a really dark color and a really light color. So at least I could get like different values, because these look like relatively the same value. That's my problem. I guess though, you can basically replace any value work you ever could need with this Pitt pen, which this is $6. And this is $3.60. I mean, I've got Art and Fly. These Art and Fly ones, I think this was like $9. So obviously these work out, each pen works out less, but they're relatively the same size. Oh, they're the exact same size. So it's one of those things where you're better off buying in a pack always and never buying individually. So that's why this costs $3, but it's not really worth $3. Unless this thing's got so much ink in it that it'll only dry up when I turn 78. So there. This is kind of a smaller pack. I mean, it's a little underwhelming, but I think this is one of the more stable packs that I've actually enjoyed the whole way through. But I know I'm not swatching any of this in here. If I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna wait later on in my career to use this, because this looks like very nice paper, and I would actually like to sit down and plan, take a bit longer to plan to use something like this, because I like to treasure certain materials. So that's just how I am. And with sketchbooks, I'm currently using a sketchbook. So with watercolors, I like to use loose pieces of paper, just in case I like mess this up and I'm like, damn it! And it's not like you can actually even physically rip it out either. You'd lose the whole sketchbook trying to rip it out. So it's not, like, it's just something to save for a later date. So I'm gonna use this one. This was the one they gave me for my very first Paletteful pack. I've been testing pretty much everything that I've gotten in here. Let's see, there's my palette. There's the Inktober one. The other one was ink. Well, not inks. It was acrylic paint that took forever to dry, and since this doesn't lay flat, it would have closed on itself, and then it would have created a big mess. All right, we're back, and I found them. Let me grab my seat real quick. All right, let's roll up to the competition, see what we got. Just to make this less messy, because I was doing a painting with water live stream like 2 days ago. I still have the water out, so I'm just gonna take one of my ink droppers that's clean, a little dropper, and use that to dip into the water supply. Oh, shoot! Yes, we're having a very fun time right now. But we're just gonna insert the water in here. Who needs to go to the bathroom or kitchen sink when you have your own water supply and dripper? Very smart of me. I congratulate myself for having a higher intellect than most artists. And I don't even watch Rick and Morty. Ha ha! Okay, let's just try screw this on. Oh, here we go. All right, now to test this on something that won't die. How about my hand? All right, it's filling up the cabinet. Okay, so it fills up the cartridge. And we're dry, so we're good. Yay, okay, so this thing doesn't have any drippage. So that's nice. Okay, so let's try these out. I'm not impressed with these so far. The color range is okay. I'm just really not impressed. Okay, oopsie. Red. There's no orange. Here's yellow, or orange, yellow, green. More green, blues, purples, and a gray. Okay. We always abuse orange. Hashtag save the orange. All right, so I'm gonna try this in two ways. I'm gonna try, well, first, let's, do we need to zoom in a little more? Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's Yellow Sunshine. There's that. Okay. We'll use this as a drip place, little package, and then we're just gonna drag. And of course that transfers beautifully. I expected that from these beautiful pens. Remember kids, never start stroking without tissue. Kind and wise words from an artist. Never start stroking your paintbrush until you have tissue paper around. Alright. So as I expected, they get more vibrant when you apply the watercolors to them. Oh, the watercolors. The water to them. But these are basically watercolor pencils. So they activate nicely. It seems that with enough like working of it, you can get rid of the grain. So if you say you press really hard with these to try and get as much pigment on the paper, you can like, you know, smudge it out and it'll look like you just put watercolor on the paper rather than watercolor pencil, which you can sometimes see the pencil grit. Okay, so we're gonna try two ways of using these, because these are oil pastels, but water-soluble oil pastels, which makes no sense, because if you ever have taken any art... Ooh, also, does it fit on the back? Yes. I'm never gonna lose that cat. So there's two ways that I know how to use watercolor pencils. It's actually physically lifting it off the pencil itself, or putting it down. But I think, ew, maggot. We're gonna try both ways. So this is, looks like a friggin' crayon. And it acts like a normal watercolor pencil. Shocking. Is it $12 shocking? No. I mean, watercolor pencils are weird. I mean, I have Crayola watercolor pencils. I got a few from my extensive wardrobe. I bring the red one to school with me every single day. But these are like the Crayola ones. I would expect at least a stick this size instead of that for like a $12 set. And these are Crayola, and these do a beautiful job. And I've never seen anyone use the Crayola watercolor pencils before. I feel like Super Ray Dizzle is screaming in her room if she ever finds out about these, because we all know she loves watercolors. We all know she loves Crayola. I hope that she knows of these existence. They're really good, by the way. I like them. Next, we're just gonna try to take the pigment directly off of the pencil and see if that works. Like, so this would be a way to clean them and also just pick it up and then put it directly on the what just happened there. Okay. Try that again. Nothing. So they have a bit of a different way of reacting. You have to lay them down first on the paper, then activate them. You cannot physically pick up the pigments from this. So whatever reason that is, you just can't. You have to put it on the paper. So there's no picking it up and just doing mini blends or anything. Not peeved at all. Quite fascinated if you're asking me. I just thought they would be a little more interesting. I mean, I like this, like this whole like extra portable watercolors. I mean, it's watercolor pencils are something that you have so much more control over than actual watercolor, so they're great for people starting out. Especially if you're like transitioning from like watercolors, or if you're transitioning from pencils to watercolors, they're really good. And why isn't this blending out very well? I know this paper isn't meant for watercolor at all, but it should still blend somewhat. That barely faded. And in fact, I rub it with my finger. Well, of course the paper's powdering off, of course, because this is not watercolor paper. But it's not, the pigment's not being pushed around. Either that means they're very high quality and you can layer with these, or they're just kind of crappy. We'll figure that out when we use like good paper. However, all of these are super like vibrant, childish colors. Of course, we gotta test out the Pitt pen. But they're all like very, like, they remind me of childhood, and I think that's super cute if they're going for like a childhood wonder Christmas theme, because I think that's super dope. But still, sometimes I prefer more neutral colors, like at least like a mixture, so you can get like a neon effect, because a lot of people, at least one person, a lot of people, at least one person has asked me how I get some of my digital work to look so bright, and that's just because you have desaturated on top of very saturated. So when everything's super saturated, it kind of like, you know, lessens it. You can't really get different values if everything's the same value, unless you mix complementary colors. And I think that's what I might have to do, but I have to make sure they actually mix and don't layer and whatnot. Well, how's the black actually? Is it like a warm black or a cool black? What kind of black is this? It is most definitely a cool black. There are different types of black. I actually learned this from a Rough Man episode where they ran CSI kind of tests on ink writing. So what you do is you'd put it on like a piece of paper towel, you write in like a water-soluble ink, and then you put it, the tip in water, so as the water climbs, the ink climbs with it, and it shows you all the different colors that ink is made of, which is super cool, I think. I think that would be a beautiful art project, but I guess they also use that in investigations, but I don't think they do because it's impractical. But it was an interesting find, okay. I'm presently supplied. Yes, I've been pleasantly supplied with art supplies, but I'm also pleasantly surprised. I'm not exactly happy about $12 for these and the packaging they come in, because the one thing about Paletteful Pack is they give you enough to do multiple times. Basically, they give you a sample of normally a full-size product. So obviously this is going to last you a pretty dang long time. And these samples are meant to probably last you at least more than one artwork. So I wish they came in a reusable package. This isn't really reusable. It's more meant to, okay, take it out and then throw it away. Which is not the most eco-friendly or user-friendly. Man. Even just like a cardboard box. Like, why like a crappy drug dealing plastic bag. Like, I feel like I'm drug dealing art supplies right now, putting these things in here. Like, I'm ready to roll these up, roll up to school, roll it up, and deliver a little baggie of art supplies. I've actually done that before. It was really sketchy, but it was also really funny. I had a brown paper bag full of like acrylic paints that I gave to my friend, and I gave it to him like, oh, here. And he goes, this looked really sketchy. I mean, once if a teacher came over and I was like, oh, do I care? They just see paint and they're like, yeah, but it looks like you just gave me a massive bag of drugs. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know I was suspiciously dealing you drugs. Here, have some very colorful art supplies, but it's under the table, guys. Hush, don't let the teachers see. Like if the art supply sniffer dog comes around, like it's out of here. I'll throw it in the dustbin. We'll hide it in the toilet seats, okay? Like don't let them see. Come on, guys. This is classified art supplies. That's this mood that this bag is giving me. This bag is giving me pure mood right now. So I'm a little salty that for $12 I feel like I'm either a drug dealer or a child going to a second-class restaurant getting tossed free crayons. Packaging is everything. If you're gonna give me a turd, at least polish it a little bit before handing it over to me, especially if you are going to pay $12 for these. I hope that these are just a sample and that this is not what the actual product looks like if you want to buy it properly. I pray. I hope that this is just because it's a Paletteful pack thing. But still. Alright. So that concludes this month's unboxing. We'll go to the speed paint in a second. Okay. Bye-bye.
Come in.
Oh boy, am I stealing a stealing video? Oh geez. Hello everybody, welcome to a video that was not inspired at all by Appleman's video. No, this is my own original content, my own original ideas. I definitely didn't see Appleman's video and was like, oh gosh, I want to jump on that. Buckle up boys, it's time for the 4 artists in 1. So yes, I've done 4 artists. I've done Kasey Golden, LavenderTowne, Doodle Date, which is technically 2 artists, and finally, the lovely WiffWaffles. Now this is a bit of a spin-off of Appleman's video. When I looked at her thumbnail, I thought, oh, she's doing one art piece that incorporates a ton of styles or something from their art. No, it's just a style challenge video that takes one illustration and she draws it 4 different times. This is different, I promise! I promise it's completely different! So what I've done is I've taken ideas from different speed paints of theirs and combined it into one artwork. I've done, okay, hold on, let me get the piece so I can hold it in my hands and like actually think about it. Okay, constructing stuff without a script. I do not script anything. Papa bless. So we'll start off with the most obvious thing. Yes, this is an idea based off of Kasey Golden's Making a Packaged Doll. I really liked that video. I thought it was super interesting, and I happened to have all the stuff to make a doll, and I wanted to make a doll, but I hadn't gotten around to it since it was one of those monthly prompt things she does, where it's like, oh yes, we're gonna draw this prompt from this book. Yes, that video. I promise to link all the videos down in the description or in the iCard or in the pinned comment. I will eventually get around to doing that, I promise. So yeah, I did that whole technique of being the lazy job and not cutting everything out. Just cutting out the 2 pieces of paper, cutting out a hole, putting in the plastic, and then doing shadows on the original painting instead of having an actual shadow. So that's what I did. I didn't do like a super doll way. I have lines that indicate the packaging to hold the doll in place, but it's not super noticeable, so it kind of looks more like a Polaroid picture. So yeah, and then the horns and the rainbow socks come from DrawingWiffWaffles, from her Crayola blend and shade markers. By the way, those aren't actually alcohol markers, they're solution markers. Solution. They're solute markers. Anyway, they're not alcohol markers, they're a liquid. A solute is like a liquid. Hold up, we'll see what Siri has to say. Hey Siri, what is a solute?
Okay, I found this.
A solution or a substance that dissolves a chemical difference liquid, gas, or solid, resulting in a solution. It can be gas, supercritical fluid. Common uses: the organic solvent in dry cleaning, paint thinners, perfumes, spot removers. Anyway, it's just like a basic solvent. I think it's so that most likely it's the case so Crayola can put their non-toxic sticker of approval so they can have that on all of their markers or whatnot. But yeah, so that was fun. I enjoy those rainbow socks a lot. Obviously mine are complete rainbows. There's a bit of a difference. I've got the white gaps. And then I have little devil horns. And then I have redder blush on her cheek. So that's the nod to that one. Now the outfit. The boots and the skirt are kind of my own design, like the color of the skirt at least. But the boots, they didn't add yellow boots. This is Doodle Date, by the way, I'm talking about. They made a video about 90s clothing. They used their Posca pens and they drew some really, really cute 90s clothing. And I freaking loved Adam's design. Hashtag Team Adam all the way. Woot woot. But Adam, and also technically the glasses can be a nod to Steph and her beautiful glasses. I actually own a pair of those glasses, but they have a red tint to them. Yeah, it kind of looks like the KDA glasses, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like evil Stephanie because I have green hair with blonde roots and those evil red glasses. So yes, I feel very proud of myself. But yes, so the outfit's taken from there. The only thing that's changed is there's a boo, and I don't think that there's stripes in the center, but the jacket's blue and the sleeves are red and white striped. So that is the fun part. The skirt, I don't think they ever colored the skirt, or they do and I'm forgetting and I don't remember. But I colored it yellow so it matched the little cute rain boots. Now for the face and the hair, I took the hair and the glasses from one of LavenderTowne's speed paints where she does comparing all artist types. It's one of her newer uploads, and the last artist she had on the whole thing, and I think she also premiered the video, was the artist that can't finish anything, and I relate hard to that artist. And she actually came up with, like, I like that design personally the most. With the big glasses and the messy hair and like the grayish blue in the hair, and that was cute. So I did that. So yeah, the rest of the pose and everything, that's on my own, whatever. But yeah, I think it came out cute. It's like a little boo-hoo doll. I like the design and the colors behind it, and I would prefer to do something like this digitally, but traditionally, it didn't come out the worst. However, I do have a couple problems with this supplies that I was gifted. Also, that's another nod to DrawingWiffWaffles, the fact that I did a Paletteful pack unboxing. There we go. Coming full circle, everybody! Woot! So my first complaint is going to be about the hair. So in the hair, you can see I'm trying to mix the gray and the blue. It doesn't really work out. It did kind of work out in the thumbnail, but on the larger scale, it didn't work out. So I ended up just going plain blue, and it didn't blend the best. And then we get to inking. So that marker is actually really juicy, and I'm thankful that they finally gave me a very juicy marker from Paletteful Pack. Bless your souls! But it didn't dry very fast. It takes a while for it to properly set, and I don't think it ever fully sets. I know it's India ink, and India ink, no matter how thin of a layer you put, always has a tend to like shift off into anything you paint over it. So it's never like 1000% waterproof. I noticed that when I was painting the boots, even though I let them dry completely, but the worst part, I'm painting the side bangs on the left, or no, right side, sorry, dyslexia. But I'm painting them on the, hold up, I'm looking at my fingers. Right side, sorry. And the glasses completely smudge. Oh my freaking god. It just smudged, and I was like, no, no, no! I freaked out, and I was like, crap, I'm gonna fix that. Didn't work out the best. Now, I know I said Mama loves a thick nib, but I'm guessing for this, I didn't enjoy the thick nib as much for this like whole pattern. I was trying to go for like a black outline, and then I kind of like messed up, and then I accidentally drew in the skirt, and I was like, crap, how am I gonna do this? So I tried fixing it, and in the end, it didn't turn out too terribly. Also, I smudged quite a few things, and that's why I had to do the hatching instead of like a colorful background, just because I wanted to try fix or like hide any tiny details. And then I ended up going over with my own ink wash and just filling in and making a shadow. The only other thing I had a problem with was how weird the cray paws. Are they cray paws? No, what are they? The oil wax pastels, the water soluble ones. They were a little weird. I mean, they weren't as like blendable as the beautiful Derwent colored pencils. I love those colored pencils. They should have just given us a set of those, to be honest, because those were actually really nice, and I think they blend gorgeous, and the colors are gorgeous, and everything about it was gorgeous, and I did not have a single problem with the Derwent pencils. However, I do have a massive problem with those very mean oil watercolor pencil crayon stupid things. I got a bone to pick with them, man. They don't blend well. They're pretty grainy. They leave the grain behind no matter how much water you put on the paper and how much you try to smooth them. So I'm guessing if you like texture, you can go get those. Obviously, I have a problem with the packaging, and it stained my desk. The other watercolors did not. Like the two Derwent pencils did not, but these stained my desk quite a bit. They would transfer when I tried to like rub the back just to press all the glue down to make it stack. And of course, yeah, messed up my desk kind of bad. Of course, I accidentally messed up this desk myself by cutting through. But yeah, no, it's pretty stained. Just from having completely dry watercolors press up against it. So they kind of do transfer and slip. So that's something to watch out for. So you need to give it at least a good 24 hours to let it completely set. Otherwise, this came out really cute. I'm not super proud of it though. I think it's not one of my most technically skilled drawings ever. And I think a white gel pen can always fix any turd, to be honest. Which I relied heavily on that white gel pen to fix half of this drawing, I swear to God. But I'm not crazy happy with it. There's a lot of like small mistakes from like body parts not being correct and whatnot. I'm not crazy happy with. But otherwise, I think it's a really cute concept. And of course, this is a whole video about stealing concepts rather than styles. That's the twist, everybody. I stole ideas. I emulated the ideas in my own style and put it into one art piece. There we go. And it looks super cute, but it's something I have to revisit and plan more ahead. I'm very, very glad I didn't use that sketchbook they gave us, because I would have been very upset if I made a small scale version of this and just got angry with it and then stopped using the whole sketchbook. So at least I didn't ruin a sketchbook, mentally ruin it. Perfect. Alright. I think that's my rambling over. And yes, I know I mentioned in stream I pulled up the crayons. Do I get salty with every Paletteful pack? Yes. Do I think it's a bad thing? No. I love the idea of the Paletteful packs. I just think that there are certain things that don't give it that 100% customer approval. Hell yeah! I just think they could work on a little bit more about what they do. Now obviously when I see Rin do her stuff, I think they have everything really targeted towards their more expensive stuff, and they kind of just shove the petite pack to the side because their main goal is to make as much money, blah, blah, blah. They want to show off their big, beautiful premiere pack instead of their petite pack. Otherwise, I don't think I've got much of a problem with Paletteful pack. I think it's the best, like, art supplier of mystery art supply packs. I mean, Scrawlrbox has been pretty good. The thing is, if it's not US based, it gets delayed, and international shipping and customs and whatnot, it's just kind of a hassle, especially international shipping. It can get a bit much. So if you live in the US, this is a really nice alternative. And I think sometimes it's a bit better, but I think you might want to go with the Premier rather than the Petite, unless you're just starting out. If you want to get like 3 boxes, go ahead, get the Petite if you like it. Then level up to the Premier. I have 6 months of the Petite pack, so we'll see. Otherwise, that's gonna wrap up this decently long video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my 100 and almost, I mean, 1,000 and almost 200 people that are like, hey, I'm gonna drop a subscribe button on that. But bam. Thank you very much. It's heavily appreciated. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye now because I'm tired and I want to work on another video, maybe stream. Also, yes, I stream randomly and I'm trying to work on a schedule for video uploads Tuesdays and Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays, something like that. I don't know when this video is going up. I think it could be Sunday or Saturday. Don't kill me if I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. Bye-bye.